I think you may have noticed if you ever read my description boxes that I am in love with the new Too Faced Bonbon palette. I am using these colors nonstop. So I did a little, I wouldn't even call it a tutorial. I just kind of slapped together some eyeshadow today, which is how I do it most days. I don't go in with a plan. So if you want to follow along and see how this ended up on my face, keep on watching. All right, let's get started. My face makeup, everything I have that I want to wear today is on, except for my eyes, and I've already primed those with my trusted Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. And I don't exactly have a plan, which is how I do my makeup every morning. So I'm just gonna take you along with me. And what I love about this palette is that you can really layer the colors and get a really interesting look, but it's not over the top. So I'm gonna be looking down at my mirror here because I do plan on leaving the house today, so I do wanna make sure this looks right. And let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna start with, I like to lay down my crease color first, and I am going to start with the lightest, this Almond Truffle shade. It's in the upper left corner here. This is a brush that is no longer available. I found it at Walgreens a long time ago. Sorry about that. And I start in the middle and just kind of go back and forth and circle a little bit, bring it almost to the bridge of the nose, and then I just follow the socket line. I don't bring it down, not yet. So this is just gonna go back and forth. I do wanna soften that line just a little bit. It's an everyday look. So the next color down is called, what is it called? Cashew Chew. Same brush. Dip it in and really concentrate more on the top half. So you're gonna layer it a little bit on top and then go a little bit above as well. It just sort of softens that line and blends it out a little bit more. Now while I'm thinking about it, I am gonna do my brow bone highlight, and that's using the sort of ivory matte shade called Divinity. This one is my favorite flat shader brush. This is a MAC 239. And I'm just kind of running it very lightly under the widest part of my eyebrow, and then as I go out, I'm kind of making it a larger highlight. Nothing exciting. All right, here's where we're continuing the layering. I'm doing a little bit more than is necessary, but I just want to show you how much fun it is to pile on a whole lot of eyeshadow. So I'm going to start with my lid color now. Same MAC 239 with the shade Satin Sheets. I love this shade. There's some really fun colors in here, and I'm just going to pack that all over, concentrating it mostly on the inner part, because I'm gonna layer other shades as we move our way out, but this is gonna be the predominant shade, I think. Actually, I'm not sure about that. You know, we're just gonna pack it evenly all the way across. I have a plan now. I didn't have a plan, I have one now. This is going all the way just up to where the socket is. I know this looks a little odd, but see how it's sticking in my eye there? For those of us with hooded eyes, this is where you find your crease. So all the way up to the crease, pat it in, get it into that inner corner, and I'm going to take my big Coastal Scents brush that I love, that we've talked about, and just blend. I've been seeing a lot of people on YouTube do this thing called the halo effect, where they keep it light in the middle and then they do darker shades on the outer and inner corner. And I'm going to do a slight variation so it's not so dramatic. So the next shade that I'm going to do is called Molasses Chip, which I think is my favorite shade in the palette, and I'm sure will be the one I hit pan on. And I'm going to pat it on the outside and on the inner part of the lid, not going into the crease. You can see it's just a kind of a light coppery gold color. It's not, you could do this all over the lid too. I've done that many a time. I'm just kind of bringing it across, but not putting it in the middle. I'm going to keep the middle light. You could leave it like this. It's very subtle. Add a little liner, mascara, and you know, it's a very subtle, soft look. But I don't like subtle so much. So now I'm gonna go in with my Sephora crease brush and Bordeaux, which is sort of a matte reddish brown. I think it's matte. And I'm gonna pop that a little bit in this outer corner. So I'm mixing the halo effect with the traditional, just kind of smoky outer eye. And just stamping that tip in the corner. And then circle it around to blend it out. And bring that a little bit up into the crease. I just feel like it needs a little definition with all these light colors. And we're gonna go back to Cashew Chew and just soften that line a little bit more. Now, underneath the eye, we're basically just gonna mirror what we did. So I'm gonna do a little Bordeaux on the outside and a little bit of the molasses chip, and then Satin Sheets molasses chip, and then I'm gonna highlight right in there. So let's start with the lighter colors and build. So I'm gonna do my Satin Sheets in the middle. This is from the Coastal Scents set, the pearl handled set. Just get that underneath. Also, you can use it to get really into that inner corner, make it pop. I love highlighting my whole face, but I really love an inner corner highlight. Now let's go up a shade and we'll go to Molasses Chip. If all this shimmers too much, just pick one of the matte shades and just run it under your eye. That's the eyeshadow. Now all I need to do is add eyeliner. Today I'm using, of course, my Lancome Drama Liquid Liner in the shade, I think it's Brulee. And I'm just gonna run that really quickly across the upper lid, nothing special. Upper lash line, I mean. Just following the shape of my eye. And now the final touch, mascara. This is the Clinique Chubby Lash, love this. I like to start on my, I've talked about this before, but in case you've ever missed this in a tutorial, I like to start with my bottom lashes, and you tilt your head down and it kind of lifts the lashes off the cheek so you don't get mascara. And then when you do your upper lashes, then you go like that. The reason you start with your bottom lashes is so that if you start with your top lashes and then when you tilt your head down, you're going to get mascara on you. So start bottom to top, like so. Enough talking, let's show. So down, tuck it in, get that double chin going. Always best to get the gloopy stuff off the tip. All right, I'm gonna just slap on some more lipstick and do my hair and we'll come back. So here is the finished look. Curled my hair and put on a little lipstick. This is the IT Cosmetics Lip Vitality in Je ne sais quoi. And I just kept it all very soft, very daytime appropriate. This can easily transition into night. Just pick any of the deeper shades and run it through that crease and run it under your lower lash line. Choose maybe a brighter lipstick and you're good to go. So I hope you enjoyed this little sort of follow me along guide to how I do my makeup. I wouldn't call it a tutorial, but let me know if you're interested in more of these quick little everyday looks. I'll be happy to do more. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. All the products that I use to achieve this look, from face products to the eyes, will be listed in the description box below. Thank you always so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. I'm particularly picking these items, one because I use them almost every day, but also because if you are going to splurge on one or two things or add a few things to your collection, these are the things that I think are definitely worth the money.